So please look at that. What I'm going to do is ls. First of all, Surya, never keep anything in downloads for I'm requesting you, okay? These are all very bad practice. Download is just for downloading some data, and then you should move it to your this thing, right? So please don't keep anything, even your distribution.zip, everything is in that MongoDB. So what I am going to do is I'm going to move this MongoDB directory to the home directory. And now if you look at ls, there is no MongoDB there. And then if you go to MongoDB directory, now you will see all the things that I have mentioned in the last class, right? We are not going to do anything with the MongoDB, but we need BERT. Why? What I am going to show you is how can you connect BERT to Hive and create a report. Exactly what you did for MongoDB. Okay? In the industry, again, there are no open source tools, but with no cost at all, you can do that. Okay? So, what I'm going to do first, make sure that this terminal is intact, and I am going to look at the Java executor and then unzip it. tar xvzf and then jdk, it will untar the Java. And remember, if you are installing Java on Mac, if Java 1.8 is not there, you have to download Mac version of Java 1.8 and you have to install it. Okay, again, that's for you. Okay, so if you do ls, now that Java is there. Similarly, I am going to untar that Eclipse as well. Okay, tar xvf. This we have already done. You don't have to do it because in the last class I mentioned this, how to do it. Okay, so clear, and then ls. So look at that. You have the Eclipse folder and you have the JDK folder. Correct? Now what we are going to do is we are going to set the Java home. Why? If you look at Java minus version on this window, what you will see? 1.7, because that's the virtual machine by default provided by Cloudera. What we need to do for BERT to work, you need to change it to Java 1.8. How will you do that? Write export Java underscore home equal to /home /Cloudera /MongoDB /JDK 1.8.9. That is your Java home. Export is a Unix command which will create a variable. We have seen it many times. That means now you are creating a variable called Java underscore home and press enter. So now the Java home is set. Now what you need to set? You have to set the path. How will you do that? Export path equal to, what you need to do? You have to make sure that this Java is coming in the beginning of the path and use all the existing path as it is. By mistake, if you don't write the $path, or if you make any mistake, instead of that $path, if you are writing $pat without that H, what will happen? Can you guess?
All the other part.
No commands will work in your system, in your window. Why? Because the path you removed. That's a natural thing. So you should always check. If by some chance you made a mistake, what you need to do? You have to close this terminal window, open another terminal window, and do everything. Now I have set it, and how will you check whether everything is okay or not? Now you type Java minus version, you will see 1.8. That means I have changed the Java home, right? Now what you are going to do, go to the Eclipse folder, and inside the Eclipse folder you are having your all files and /Eclipse is there. Okay, now remember, this window is where Java 8 is set, but I want to create something else which is independent of Java. So I can do it by opening another terminal. Remember, in the last class, when we wanted to create MongoDB, MongoDB is independent of Java. So I can do it in another terminal. But make sure that the other terminal is not closed. If you by mistake close, what you need to do? You have to set it again, right? Now what I'm going to do is go to that MongoDB, create a directory, okay, mkdir. I am going to create a directory called hive jars. Tell me, what is the reason why I create this particular directory? What is the technology by which any tool can connect to a database? I mentioned to you this JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. Okay? Anything if you want to connect. For example, tomorrow you are sitting in your office, somebody is telling that please connect Cognos to Oracle. What are you going to do? The first thing that you are going to ask is, where is the JDBC file of Oracle? The admin will give you that JDBC jar file, and now you will put in Cognos that JDBC jar file in Cognos. Now Cognos can connect. So Java database connectivity is a technology in which Java applications can connect. Eclipse is completely written in Java. Most of the reporting tools, business objects, Cognos, Tableau of the world will provide you this particular facility. Till recently, Tableau was not having JDBC. I don't know whether latest version supports or not. If it supports, you can access through the JDBC file. Okay, and what is this JDBC? If Oracle admin is giving you the JDBC file, what will he or she give you? A jar file. But unfortunately, in Hive, it is not one jar. In Hive, that JDBC implementation is one jar file, but it is referring to other jar file. It is referring to other jar file. So what you need all the jar files together, and I am going to keep it inside this Hive jars directory. Okay. What are those jar files needed? Open your WhatsApp and take that particular group in the WhatsApp. Did you see that? There is a picture that I have sent you, right? Those are the jar files that are needed. Okay, so permanently keep it there. Any time in your life you want to connect to Hive, you will be looking for those files. Now, do not search exactly the name like what is written. For example, you can see one file as Hive JDBC 1.2.1 in that picture, right? If you are searching for that file in Cloudera, you are not going to get it. Why? Cloudera's version will have its own number. This is just an indication of what is to be used. Different versions, if you are going to Hortonworks, it will have a different number. But the file name, that Hive JDBC, it will be same. Are you following me? The version number will not be same. The version number is coming from my computer. I have a Hive 1.2.1 version. But you are now working on Cloudera. That is completely different. Now, I want to bring that files into Hive jar. So what I will do, go to that Hive jars directory, and you know it is empty. Now remember, there is one place where we kept all the jar files for running our code. What is that? No, libjars is for PDF. Again, think, we did it in the beginning. That is there in the MapReduce lib directory, where your all MapReduce programs has generated. If you want to know what are the jar files, just put a tab, then you will see 1457 files are there inside that. We have created this far before, right? So what I am going to do, I am going to use that lib directory, and I am going to bring these 6 files to here. I am going to copy it. Okay, so let us do it one by one. I will need help. Just tell me what are these files. Okay, so CP, what is CP? Copy. From where? From the MapReduce. Look at the way in which I am writing. I am taking that file from the MapReduce library, and let us bring commons logging. See, use the tag. Look at that, how many are coming. And here it is 1.1.3. Let us use 1.1.3. It is there already. Look at that. Different versions are there. So commons logging dash 1.1.3. Use always the tab key. Don't type it, because you will make a mistake. And then put a dot. What will happen? It will copy one file, right? Next, I am going to copy the other file, which is Hadoop common. See, Hadoop common, and look at that version, completely different from what I have. So what I want is Hadoop common. What I am going to do is Hadoop common, and remember, just to not getting cheated, do not ever look at the tests. That is just examples. Look at my this thing. There is no test. So Hadoop common dash 2.6.0. Anybody know what is the meaning of CDH? Cloudera distribution of Hadoop. That's what you want. Dot jar to dot. Now you look at that. How many files we copied? 2 files we copied. Again, go here, and then what is the next file? MapReduce lib. Hadoop common is completed. Hive common. So I am going to write hive. See, hive common 1.1.0 CDH. Take always whatever is there with the CDH because you are working on CDH version. So if it is Cloudera or if it is Hortonworks, you will have the corresponding version. So you copied that one. And what is the next one? Hive exec, hive JDBC. So hive exec. See, hive exec. Dot to dot. Hive exec is completed. Then hive JDBC, there are 2, and we are going to take both. See, hive JDBC, hive dash JDBC, and you see here there is one jar and there is one standalone dot jar. How will you copy both? Hive JDBC dash 1 star dot star to dot. Right? It's easy. So now you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First row is over. Then hive metastore, hive service. Okay, hive metastore. Hive dash metastore. What is the version number? See again, Cloudera 1.1.0 dot jar, and then hive service, right? Hive service. Make sure that again the version is met. Look at that. Again you have the Cloudera dot jar to dot, and you have got libfb. As the name indicates, it is a contribution by Facebook, libfb. So libfb, see 3.0.3 and libs3 3.0.3 0.9.3 dot jar, right? 0. Okay, 9.
One is 9.0, one is 9.3. Everyone is 9.3.
Lib03, I want the one with 3. So star 3 star dot jar to dot. And what is the one more file that is remaining? Log4j. So log4j is very common. Log4j, we will take the latest one, which is 1.2.17, 1.2.17 dot jar to here. Okay, now clear the screen. ls, make sure you have all the files. Can you just make a quick check? 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 3 9 plus 1 10. Okay, 3 3 6 plus 3 9 plus 1 10. Zookeeper dot out, as it indicates, it is not a jar file. You don't need it. So you created a copy. You understood the steps that we have done? Why we created this many files? Because please understand, this file alone is actually work if it is Oracle, if it is SQL Server, etc., because they combined everything into one jar file. As long as Hive is concerned, this file refers to other files. That's why we need everything to be copied.
But for Hive, metadata will be in different place, right?
Yeah, what is the problem?
So for that one also we need a JDBC connection or something?
No, that Hive will manage. You connect to Hive, and now Hive will connect to the other metastore. Did you ever connected to that metastore? You just typed Hive, right?
Yeah.
So Hive internally will manage that connection, because in the Hive site.xml, you already have it. Okay. Next thing that you need to do is, for this JDBC to work, you have to start a program that is called Hive Server 2 and then type start. This many steps are required before you do anything for the reporting, now you come back to your previous screen where Java 1.8 was set and start your Eclipse, right? Okay, let us call it as Hive report and then click OK. You created the Skype ID installed? All right. Now what I'm going to do is, what did we do? New. First you are going to create a project. And what type of project? Business intelligence reporting project, report project, and then click next and give a name as Hive report. Clear? And now click on finish. And once you change the perspective, automatically it will be changed. And then go to file, new, and this time you are going to create a report and it will be attached with this project Hive report and give a name as Hive report 1. Click on next, very important now. Okay, so simple listing that we are going to do and click on finish. All done. Next is click on the data sources, exactly the same steps. And what we are going to do is right click and new data source. And this time, even though Hive data source is there, do not use it. Why? Eclipse might have used old versions of Hive, not Cloudera version. So you should always use JDBC data source. By seeing the Hive data source, don't click it. But for MongoDB, we used MongoDB data source, right? And now let us give a name here, Hive DS, and then click on next. Driver class. This is where you are going to give your driver class, but before that, look at this button. Driver class is empty, it is showing red. Manage drivers. Why? You have to upload the jar files now so that Eclipse knows what are the jar files. So manage drivers. Can you guess what I'm going to do? Jar files, add, and go to your home/Cloudera. We created a folder called Hive jars, and I am going to select all these 10 files that we have done, and then I am going to see the problems.
You can remove the screen.
It should, okay, now it should go. What to do?
It's from virtual machine, right?
Yeah, it's from virtual machine. Simply not listening.
Yeah. Can we click the link? Then
See, it's not. Good. Okay. Click OK finally. And click OK. It will take a while. As you can see, the button is gray. What it is doing, can you guess? All the jar files it is importing to Eclipse. Okay, so give it some time until all the things are imported. Right. Now, see the magic. It automatically found the jar file. Earlier, you don't have anything. And select the middle one, which is the Hive JDBC. Database URL. You are on the virtual machine, correct? So what will be the JDBC URL. So that to know the JDBC URL, what I would suggest you is go to browser and then type Java JDBC client hive. Okay, that is completely recorded job search. I saw it, everything, don't worry. Hive server to clients. Okay, now inside the hive server to client,
Search in progress.
okay, JDBC colon hive colon 2, look at that. You will find out this particular value anywhere. If it is Oracle, do you know how it will look like? JDBC colon Oracle. If it is MySQL, you will be JDBC colon MySQL. So you need to get that URL. Just do a search and then copy that and then come back to your virtual machine. And then in that virtual machine, I am going to type that. This is bidirectional, right? We made it bidirectional,
Yes,
correct?
yes, it is.
So if suppose I do a copy and then I come back here and then I do a right click, what, yes, JDBC colon hive 2 / localhost colon 10,000 / default. You have to by heart that default. Okay, that's the hive JDBC run. Okay, username Cloudera, password you can give but no need actually, Cloudera, and then JNDI URL is not applicable. Click on test connection. Connection successful, that means you have connected to hive. And now what you are going to do is you are going to click on this finish button. You created a hive DS. What is the next step? You are going to create a data set and right click new data set, and from the hive DS you are going to create a data set and you are going to call it as DS1 and then click on next, and I am going to write, look at that left side, my schools, select star from my schools and then click on finish. All the fields from hive came into BERT now. Click OK. And now if you select here, you will see my school ID, my school, these things, etc. Just drag it to the middle place, school ID, and I am just taking school name, and I am going to take the school nickname. Okay, I don't know whether you installed a new browser or not. If the new browser is not there, that JSON will come, but just run this particular report, view report in a web viewer. Now it is connecting to hive, bringing the data. So we can't help because that is because of the browser issue. You have to install a browser on the virtual machine. So whenever you get time, install Chrome or something like that, you will get the correct report. What is the proof that this has connected to hive and it has brought the data? Because you got all that column names and all, correct?
My school.
Now what will happen instead of that select star from, if I write a select count star? Okay, I will show you an interesting thing. I'm going to close this. I am going to create a new report now, new project, new report now, the same project. Okay, so I am going to call it as this one and next, and then I am going to call it as my first report and then finish, and after that I am going to select the data source. Oh, where did it go? I think this one. Okay, and inside this particular query, right, I am going to create a new data set here. Okay, new data set, and in that data set select query. Next I am going to write select count of star from my schools and then finish. And what you do is, at that time when it is getting executed, let us go to localhost colon 8088. which you are all familiar. What do you see? What do you see? Select count star from my schools. What does that mean? It has executed a MapReduce job connected to Hive and it is bringing the data. Beautiful. This is how you will be generating the report from big data. So now you know how to load the data into Hive, how to expose it to a Hive table, create a report, connect to Hive and show that particular report. Okay, and now I'm going to open Skype, keep the recording on. I'm going to show you another interesting thing else as well. So Skype, okay, what's your name? Don't show that, tell me the name. Suresh. CHE. Suresh Chanchala. Say hi. Got it? Okay. Keep recording. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to his machine. Do you have HDMI?
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh, that side? Yeah, I think that side.